How can I maximize returns from my SIP investments?
I think maximizing return is you have to take more risk. That's the first thing to come into mind. Not necessary. Every investor should take more risk to generate more, maximize your return. You can also follow step up SIP model where you increase your SIP as and when your income increases. For example, I started with 10,000 SIP today, and next year I'll increase by 11,000. I'll make it 12,000. I'll make it 13,000. I'll make it 14,000. This game itself can give you a meaningful gap in the wealth over a period of time. You may think 1 or 2,000 rupees gap फर्क पड़ता है. Actually, there's a big difference will happen over a period of time. Or you take a serious risk, put money in a very risky funds, stick to the plan for a long term. You will create the maximize of wealth. Okay, so you have only two ways. You want to have lesser risk, higher return, are not going to happen. Okay, either you have to have more input value to get a more fund value, or you can take less input value and more risk to have more fund value. So these are only two ways I could see. Okay, people will say you can do daily SIP, you can do weekly SIP. So I think we have done. There is one AMC called White Oak AMC has done a research. We do a daily SIP, weekly SIP, monthly SIP, different date SIPs. When market is falling, luckiest investor, unluckiest investor, everything they've done. In 10-year time, no difference in returns. Returns are same. Okay. One more which I just thought of telling you is that you can actually put more money whenever you have in the same portfolio. For example, I've started an SIP for buying a car, which is 5 years away from today. I'm just started at 10,000 rupees SIP. Let's take an example. So I don't want to increment it. I don't have, but I can always put 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Whenever I have money, I'll put into that fund. This itself can give you meaningful growth. So end of the day, if you take the bottom line, only two things. Either you take more risk or give more input value. There are only two ways you can do it. But you can do it in different types. One, you make it systematically increase your input value, which is called step up SIP. Or you do whenever you have money, put money into that portfolio and still you can create wealth. Or take a serious risk and you can still create wealth.